So we have seen him unpainted, and now he is painted. And we are back to the Guniki Crossbone Musha X-2. It's a bit of a mouthful, but that's a bit dark. Yeah, I'll stick with this light. So I have finally painted him up relatively well, and we are going to start with the evil form because this is going to be the final time you're going to see him in the evil configuration because it's just too difficult to actually keep it transforming him back and forth. So as you can see, the painted color scheme is pretty nice. There is a lot of paint required, a lot of detail need to be painted on. At the end, I didn't use a single piece of stickers. Even the eyes, I decided to just paint it. But yeah, pretty nice. In this form, he has access to the two Chamato, which is horse layer blade, and he can actually also access this clave as well. But yeah, pretty proud of what I have achieved in the paint. I have to say that this cross, although it looks menacing, is actually more boring compared to the other one, which I'll show you later. Now the head sculpt looks really nice when you actually paint it. The eye patch looks pretty nice. I decided to paint it silver on the back and put some clear red on the back, and it doesn't look very shiny at all, but I think it looks good enough. The evil version of the head crest looks really nice as well. I decided to dry brush the white onto on top of the original Space Wolf Grey to give it a bit more of a tone effect, and it looks pretty good. It looks a bit like a real skull. So yeah, this is pretty nice. So I will convert him. You know what? I will take all the armor off and show you the bare body. So here is the unarmed form of the Crossbone X-2. So the only thing that is actually changed really is the lack of shoulder armor and the different head. Well, different as in the inner detail of the head. So you can see that there is actually a gem on the head that needs to be painted on. This is clear. Yeah, this is clear green and silver on the back. But there's also a sculpted cross on the top of his forehead to make it look like the gem is actually got damage. Because apparently, in the storyline, Crossbone X1 and X2 actually fight each other for the right for leadership of the hidden army for the Musha Gundam. By the way, they are actually from the secret army of the Musha Gundam, dedicated to actually defend the major samurai from the shadow. Except they decided not to do it in secret and decided to jump to the front line. So yeah, that's why they got the Musha name on them, apparently. So that's a little bit history about the Musha series for you. But yeah, the two of them fight for leadership, and X1 won, and in the process, actually hurt X2 on the head. Yeah, basically blind him on one eye, and his head crest was damaged as well. That's why his head crest is actually short on one side than the other. But yeah, he didn't mind. He just turned evil, got cleansed, and turned back to good again and become X3 afterward. Yeah, okay. There's no family feel here, or sibling rivalry. But yeah, he looks pretty good in bare form. In fact, you can actually see a little bit of his detail. Things like his forearm guard, because there's no shoulder armor now, and the head armor is no longer detracting some of the detail on the chest and some of the molded detail on the back, except I didn't paint them because you can't see them. So yeah, this is the unarmed form. And here is Crossbone X2 in the more traditional original form. the normal not very evil form. Still look very angry, but yep. But with the cloak on. Decided to show you the cloak because the cloak is difficult to remove. So I will take it. I will do this one first. Now I haven't painted sash, but I decided to paint off the rim in silver anyway. And the head crest, that's one bit that you haven't seen before from the evil version, is the new head crest and the backpack. So I painted the backpack in metallic grey for all the mechanical detail, a bit of red to indicate that they are thrusters, although they're not thrusters anymore. There's some gold detail on the rim, as you can see here. And yeah, pretty good, pretty nice. The sword are up there, removable. The demon blade is silver with gold, gold sword guard, gold end, and some dark red for the handle. The silver wolf sword, as the name suggests, is supposed to be all silver, so I painted everything in silver with just red sword guard and a gold sword guard and a gold tip. So slot back in. And the clave you've seen before is now blue with the gold root and the silver tip. Nothing need to be sharpened, unlike a normal SD Gundam, because this is molded for adult and for adults only. That's what I said, but yeah, basically there's no safety regulation for a knockoff company. That's why. All of the 4 daggers is up here on the shoulder. I think they're going to stay there because it's too fiddly to move around. So I will take the cape off. Okay, now to show you the final gimmick. On the mouth guard, this piece, this little V piece, A piece, upside down V piece, is actually removable. The reason is, well, right now, X-2 actually has 3 weapons, and he can't hold all of them at the same time. Or can he? This one should be held by hand. As normal. Now this one, the Demon Blade, there is an alternative version of it with a little packet in. So we can pack this into where the mouthpiece used to be. And suddenly we have the One Piece reference, the 3 sword style of the Crossbone X1 and X2. Pretty cool. And this is probably the right place to actually end this video. Yep, that is basically it for the painted version of the Crossbone X2. If I got a chance, I might build the X1 and do a brief video of it painted as well. But after all of this, what do I think about the kit? Yep, you definitely need a very good painting skills. You need a little bit of modification skill as well, because some of the parts don't fit together that well. But other than that, I think it's a fine kit. It's a fine kit from a resin to plastic kit conversion company. And that's basically it. Join me next time for another video review.